Plankton is the smallest villain in Bikini Bottom, but his dreams are bigger than anyone's. Long ago, he and Mr. Krabs were best friends, two poor kids who wanted to make something great together. But when success came, greed and jealousy tore them apart. Krabs got the Krusty Krab, and Plankton was left with the failing Chum Bucket. Now, Plankton spends every day trying to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula. His jealousy for the Krusty Krab burns brighter than anything else. He'll build robots, use mind control, and even try to trick Spongebob into helping him, all to get what he wants. But no matter how clever his plans are, they always fail. Man Ray, the mighty menace of Bikini Bottom. With his red suit, blue mask, and booming voice, he's the greatest enemy of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Once a feared supervillain, Man Ray dreams of ruling the sea and destroying anyone who stands in his way. He's armed with gadgets, a temper, and a serious grudge against heroes. But his evil streak doesn't always go as planned. Every time SpongeBob and Patrick try to teach him goodness, his patience snaps long before his villainy does.
What's wrong with me?
Doodle Bob, the sketch that came to life. Born from SpongeBob's magical pencil, he's a messy drawing with a mind of his own. What started as a fun doodle quickly turned into disaster. Armed with the same pencil that created him, Doodle Bob turns his world into chaos, erasing everything and everyone in his path. He's wild, he's unpredictable, and no one can understand a word he says. Unlike other villains, Doodle Bob has no plan, no goal, just the urge to erase and conquer. Dennis is the most dangerous villain to ever cross SpongeBob and Patrick's path. Covered in black leather, a red bandana, and metal boots, he looks more like a bounty hunter than a sea creature. Plankton hires him to track down the two heroes and stop them from reaching Shell City. He rides through the ocean with confidence, leaving nothing but fear behind. Dennis doesn't waste words, he doesn't play games, and he never shows mercy. His tools are sharp, his moves are calculated, and his focus never breaks. Every step he takes shows just how serious he is about completing his mission. No distractions, no hesitation, no second chances. The Dirty Bubble is one of Bikini Bottom's most notorious villains. A living sphere of grime and filth, he's the archenemy of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. He floats through the ocean with a booming laugh, proud of the chaos he leaves behind. His favorite trick is trapping heroes inside his filthy surface, feeding on their panic while he gloats. No one really knows how he came to life, only that he thrives wherever there's dirt and mischief. Arrogant and unpredictable, the Dirty Bubble isn't driven by greed or revenge, just the thrill of making others squirm. For him, spreading trouble is second nature, and the only thing he truly fears is a sharp object. Karen is the supercomputer who runs the Chum Bucket from behind the screens. She was built by Plankton, but over time, she became much more than just his assistant. She's the true strategist, the voice of reason, and often the only one thinking clearly in the entire restaurant. While Plankton spends his days chasing the Krabby Patty formula, Karen stays focused on the science. She creates machines, runs calculations, and quietly corrects his mistakes without asking for credit. Her tone is calm, her words sharp, and her patience nearly infinite.
To avoid the obvious criminal implications, I'll be in screensaver mode.
Without her, the Chum Bucket would fall apart long before any of Plankton's plans ever began. The Flying Dutchman, the ghostly pirate who sails the seas of Bikini Bottom. He haunts the ocean on his eerie green ship, forever cursed to roam the depths. Covered in seaweed and glowing mist, he terrifies anyone who dares to speak his name. The Dutchman collects souls, curses sailors, and crashes parties just for the thrill of it. His booming voice echoes through the water, striking fear into the bravest fish. But behind his rage and ghostly glare lies a spirit who just wants to be remembered. The Flying Dutchman isn't evil for power. He's driven by pride, anger, and centuries of haunting that never end. Squilliam Fancyson, the rich, elegant octopus who lives to make Squidward feel small. With his perfect unibrow, fancy clothes, and endless fortune, Squilliam flaunts a life of luxury that Squidward can only dream of. He owns mansions, yachts, and even his own band, all to remind everyone just how successful he is. Whenever Squidward tries to prove himself, Squilliam appears out of nowhere to rub his success in his face. He doesn't need to steal or destroy. His weapon is pure arrogance.